Hello there, Scott Bolan here with a very exciting announcement for you. But before we get to that, you might be wondering what this is. Well, I wish there was some glamorous story behind it, but the fact is, I simply fell. I was carrying groceries out of the car, took a wrong step, and ended up hitting the pavement. And this got me thinking about two things. One is the ground. Here's the thing. There's all these cliches and rhetoric that become global gospel truth. Like, 9 out of every 10 fights ends up on the ground. Well, that might be true for you, but I know many people who have been in many real fights, and very few of them have gone to the ground. So we want to make sure that we're not dogmatic, that we're not just repeating cliches and accepting them blindly as gospel truth. Now, I am not saying that you shouldn't know how to defend yourself on the ground. You should. You should know how to take someone to the ground, how to tie them up, choke them out, and how to escape from the ground. But here's the thing. Ultimately, the ground is what happens when you fail standing up. No matter what system or style you study, make sure that you are a complete fighter, a complete martial artist, so that you can function and effectively defend yourself in every situation. That's a complete fighter, and that's why we have the complete combat system. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now the second thing is, I got to thinking about healing, right? Of course, I thought about the ground and about healing. I believe that all healing is self-healing. When I hit the ground, I was passed out for a minute. And when I awoke, I had this massive goose egg the size of a baseball. My shoulder was injured. There's actually road rash here too, because I felt like that. And I couldn't move my arm without excruciating pain. Do you know that within 48 hours of this event, I was at the gym lifting weights? All the swelling is gone. There's just a little road rash left. Why? Well, for one thing, I'm strong. And a strong body heals quicker. It's a fact. A strong body lives longer and heals quicker. Strong body. A strong mind learns quicker. So what I did was I very carefully evaluated myself and decided to heal. I meditated, I drank water, I got plenty of rest, and I was all right. Now, had I needed medical attention, I would have gotten it. But I didn't need it. And so I rested and healed up. And here I am talking to you and just rocking and rolling Scott Bolan. So often we reach for relief. And it's kind of like reaching for perfume or cologne when what we need is a shower. So often people seek relief. They seek comfort and relief rather than striking the root. They're just trimming at the branches. So I believe in striking the root to get your full potential out of life. Whether it's strength, self-healing, or mastery of any situation. Whether it's manifesting prosperity, whatever it is, strike the root. And that's what my Mastery membership is all about. So what is Mastery membership? Each month, for the entire year of 2015, you'll get a DVD that covers mastery secrets in the 4 areas of power, the 4 pillars of power. Number 1 is mental warfare. Number 2 is combatives and martial arts. Number 3 is strength. Number 4 is persuasion and influence. And by the way, those are 2 different things, but they're closely related. Persuasion is communicating with someone to get them to take a desired outcome. Now, it's not some sleazy sales thing like used car salesman or some cliche like that. It's actually a life skill. And when you master that skill, you get amazing results. Now, influence is a little bit different. Influence is more outside. For example, a celebrity gets a certain hairstyle or wears a certain clothing or has a certain political view, and the next thing you know, the people, sheeple, all follow it and take on whatever that celebrity did. Now that's called influence. They've never met, but they were influenced in that way. So influence is a different thing. And you can learn to be an influence for greatness, for power, for strength and goodness in your family, in your work, in your community. Okay? So we cover all 4 pillars of power every month with confidential teachings. These aren't taught at my seminars. These aren't taught in my products. These are confidential. It's every month for the entire year. You get it on disc, on DVD, and also an instant download for your favorite device. Now, normally the membership is going to be $9.97 per year. You can start at any time. However, if you join by January 1st, you get $500 off, so you get it for $4.97. You know what that breaks down to? It breaks down to about $41 a month, which is about $10 a week. Okay, $10.35 a week for basically the price of a cheap lunch. You get the most amazing, powerful, revolutionary tactics, secret skills, and strategies that you can't find anywhere else. And you also get $2,300 worth of free bonuses. So that's the deal. Order now, hit the button wherever it is on this webpage, and I'll look forward to talking with you soon. We have the nose, and behind the cartilage of the nose there actually is a bone, a foundational bone, kind of looks like a little rough upside down V. And to break that, a simple slam. I just come down with a solid smash downward. Bam! Now notice again, I don't do this. Center line. So instead of 20, 30 pounds of arm going like this, I'm using all 200 pounds of me. Coming right down on it. So coming right down on this, smash down right there on the bridge of that nose. Now likewise, if it was one hand like I did earlier, to bring it in even more and smash it. And all I'm bringing, just imagine real quick, I'm focused in here on this finger. I go slow, I can only go this far before I'll start to cause them pain. But in a lethal situation, where I need to end this quickly, bigger, stronger, vicious, lethal attacker, bringing this back, just imagine I had his finger here, bringing this back to the very back of his wrist. Smash. Be any finger, it could be the pinky, this one, even the thumb. Just bring it back. Remember, explosive movement, hard and fast in the center line. So it's not like this, it's like that. Remember, the ribs are lethal, because what can happen is when you crack and break those ribs, they can go into the lungs. So this is a for survival only instance. This is for demonstration only. To survive a lethal attack, this is a scenario, a self-defense scenario, where a guy comes in at me, okay, and he's attacking me, he's a lethal attacker, and he exposes his ribs, which is a huge mistake. Now from here, nearest weapon to the nearest target. Now I'm coming like that. I can basically let him keep going where he wants to go using his momentum against him. So I can say, come on, bam, right here. Remember, economy of motion. Or if I want to send that cannonball from far away, I can do the same thing. I can come up, exposing the ribs, and then for all I've got, I'm going to bring this knee in. I'm not just bringing the leg, I'm turning my whole body, wham, into those ribs. With everything I got, wham, turning my whole body into it. So from right there, so it's not this, it's with everything I got, turning my whole center line into it. So again, smashing into those ribs, breaking into those ribs.
You ever notice when people are talking or thinking, sometimes they'll rub their hands together and that power together? And now you have this. So not only do you have the way to protect your energy, but you have a way to acquire, gain, and remind yourself of strength. Okay, just simple this. Simple this. Now, you may see someone doing this. You know, they're sitting somewhere in a lobby and you see them doing this. You go, You know, the secrets of power. This is great for strength. This is for strength of mind and body. This is the strength of daily doing. Daily doing, that's where the power is in daily doing. Okay, it's not in penance. It's not in some huge quest. It's just in the daily. Because life is a matter of moments. It's a matter of seconds. It's a matter of presence. It's a matter of now. All you have is this moment. Can you go back yesterday and correct something? Yeah, right. And you could die 5 minutes from now when you walk out the door. It's quite possible. You get hit by a car. So all we really have is now. So this is strength of mind and body now. Okay? So go one more time. Shake it off a bit. Good. Bring them together. It's like this. This is reminiscent of a gun, kind of, isn't it? Uh-huh. Yes, yes. It's strength. This is very strong. And this, when your breath resonates through this and you have this, remember, there are nerves and neural pathways in here that are the sister, if you will, or the representation, the map representation of the body and mind. When you think about it, there are points. Remember yesterday I showed you about pressure points? Okay? So when you're doing this, it isn't just symbolic. There's actually neural pathways in the fingers and in the feet. Matter of fact, all over the body, but primarily here. And also, that's why every single fingerprint, you know anything about fingerprinting, you know, FBI, every fingerprint is unique. You know, my grandfather helped write the manual for the FBI fingerprints when I was about 8 years old. I got to study and know all about it. Of course, I've forgotten since then. But he showed me what the little rings, you know, what the circles mean, and that every fingerprint is unique. So this is highly representative of you is your hands and your fingerprint. Does that make sense? Your fingerprint is unique to you. No one else in the world has it. And good. How does that feel? Do you feel that? That's it. And this is yours to use. It's a great place. You want to know about psychic attack? This is a great one to do. See? As I walked out yesterday, and the big badass street thug, he didn't know why. He felt just like some dog doesn't know why. He'll bite someone or leave someone alone. It's not conscious. I communicated subconscious to subconscious. See, I'm linked in consciously with my subconscious.